Hello, welcome to the video. So, in my previous rFactor 2 video, I focused on taking a GT3 car around Portland. It was the Audi R8, managed a 109.9, potentially could probably get a 109.8, maybe 7. I know I didn't mess with the engine tape, so maybe I could have squeezed out a little bit more performance there. But yeah, anyway, happy with the time. Like I said, I'm focusing more on sort of being able to do a time, or to get within that's my fastest time after 10 laps. If I can do that, then I'm hitting my targets. If I can't do that, then obviously I need to start doing some setup tweaks, or maybe driving tweaks, like lessen my turn-ins, stop being a bit aggressive in the corners. But yeah, so anyway, now as you can see, we're in the 911. We're going to take this car out for a spin. I'm going to show you my best time, and then I'll give you a talk about what I think afterwards. Well, there you go. Managed a 108.9, which is pretty decent, to be fair. I can definitely do faster. I could do like a 108.6, maybe 5, like really pushing. But again, like this isn't really the purpose of this video. It's more being able to do laps consistently. And yeah, even after 10 laps, hell, actually in my notes it's after 15 laps, I was still managing to do within half a second of the 108.9, so I'm doing like 109.5s or whatever. So that, you know, I'm hitting my targets basically, which is exactly what I was hoping for. The car feels really good to drive. It feels, I think that's probably mostly down to the extra aero. The car just feels like I can be more aggressive in the cornering. It just carries a lot more speed, adding more downforce as well. I started with the lowest downforce and then just worked my way up to seeing which one felt better. And yeah, just adding more downforce was just giving me, you know, improving my lap times as well as making the car more stable. Obviously at the same time it's adding more drag as well, so my top speed isn't really great. I mean, well, when I say great, compared to the GT3, so in the Audi my top speed was a 247 or a 248 at the back straight, whereas in this car it's a 243, 244. So, you know, you're gonna have to take that into consideration. I feel like you'd still be able to overtake the cars, especially, you know, carrying more speed in the corners and then getting a draft, but it won't be as easy. I don't know, I feel like it won't be as easy as, say, like in iRacing, because in iRacing, you know, there's a markedly upgrade in terms of like downforce, and top speed is slightly better. I feel like it's there or slightly better. So overtaking there was pretty much, it's never really been too tough unless you're on a track like Daytona, but even still you should be alright. Now obviously, like you guys know, I'll show you guys the setup at the end. You'll probably look at it and think, what the hell is that? Because yeah, I kind of tried to do something a little bit different. I went with being really stiff on the dampeners, just to, you know, just to experiment, see what it felt like. And to be fair, it felt actually really good. I softened one or two of them, but apart from that, the car felt very nice to drive. It was good, quite predictable for me. Also, you guys have to bear in mind, like my driving style is quite aggressive on turning, so I like to, I wouldn't say throw the car in. Obviously, you still got to be careful, but I do like to have the rear step out a bit, to counter that understeer, and then at the same time then get on the throttle to sort of like work my way around the corner, kind of like rallying in a way. That's the best way for me to describe it. But yeah, I could imagine people who don't like understeering cars will be like, oh, this car's really hard to drive, I can't turn it in. And then you find you're turning it in too aggressive, because even though I do like to throw it in around the corner, there is a point where you can throw it in too hard, and then you lose the rear too much, and then it keeps going. So yeah, you have to be quite careful with this setup in that sense. But yeah, for me it felt great, and stable and consistent, which is the main thing for me. Okay, so next up now, I'm gonna try and focus on, which car should I try? I feel like I'm gonna have to go in the 488. I haven't given that car enough love since it's been dropped. I did a few laps at Sebring and it felt great, but now since this recent update with the GTEs, I should definitely give it another go. And also the BMW, my first impressions of that, I just tried it briefly, felt really nice. Because before I felt like it was just so, it was too pointy, like it was the opposite to what I like. I like a car to understeer a bit, and then I control the car through the corner with the throttle. Before I couldn't do it. I had to baby it around the corner because it turned in just way too good. Whereas now it felt, really stable, like really stable. I was very surprised. So yeah, I'm excited to try that car out as well. But yeah, man. Anyway, thanks for stopping by to watch the video. Hopefully I haven't bored your head off too much, but yeah, I'll catch you guys later.